Hey everyone, finished watching the first episode, the first rebooted episode of Golan the Insatiable's second season, Pilot. Yeah, I guess it's just called Pilot. Everywhere I see an episode list, it just says Pilot. Okay. The tone is set right away by an old man strumming a guitar and introducing us to the setting of Oak Grove, Minnesota. It turns out the old man was not breaking the fourth wall, but talking to a parking meter. At an elementary school, we're reintroduced to Dylan and Mackenzie B. Mackenzie B has become a far more antagonistic bully. Dylan fantasizes about beating them up with a mace made of bracelets and then gets in trouble when she tries to eat Mackenzie B's scrunchie. Dylan is suspended and has to go with her mom to work. Her mother encourages her to go see if the glue traps in the basement caught any rats. Dylan excitedly runs to check, and we get confirmation from her mother concerning her father in this rebooted season. A man looks awkwardly at Dylan, so excited to see trapped rats, and her mother quickly yells, "She doesn't have a father." Richard, her father in season 1, is in a framed picture on her mother's desk, so he does still kind of show up. Dylan goes to the basement and sees spiders crawling from a crack in the wall. She reaches in and pulls out a demonic-looking book and takes it home. On her way up the stairs, she lights her sister's hair on fire. Dylan reads from the book, initiating magic spells. One spell temporarily removes her skin and an organ falls out. She puts it in her pocket. She next tries to summon an otherworldly demon, Golan. Golan is having a party. He leaves to go to the bathroom and gets sucked through a portal. Dylan sees out her window Golan crash into the woods. She goes to introduce herself. Golan demands she return his tome. Dylan takes Golan home, and her mother is terrified until Golan expresses interest in her behind. Dylan is about to return his tome, but overhears him say he'll use it to return to Gakruel. She hides the book and tells him it was stolen. Golan goes to the town hall and threatens everyone, calling back to the first season's premiere. Just like then, Mrs. Budnick tells him that he has to file the proper paperwork. Back at the Beekler residence, Alexis talks to Keith about Golan, who she mistakes for her mom's new boyfriend. Keith takes some nunchucks to beat up Golan, but Golan just takes his nunchucks and shuts the door in his face. Keith then tells Alexis, maybe she'll learn to accept him. Golan talks to Dylan about his acolyte Krung from Gakruel. Dylan thinks being an acolyte sounds awesome. The next day, Golan watches a video message from Dylan and sees his tome in her backpack. That afternoon, Dylan is suspended from school again, and Golan demands to know why she lied to him. She explains that she didn't want him to leave. He doesn't care and orders her to return his tome. Dylan realizes that this time the book really was stolen. Golan brings Dylan's backpack to life and asks it who stole the book. In exchange for a wife, the backpack shows them it was Mackenzie B. Golan and Dylan then make a plan to infiltrate Mackenzie B's slumber party. Mackenzie B's mother lets Dylan join, and the girls dress up Dylan in silly outfits. Dylan endures it until she sees the tome, which the girls mistake for a diary. Golan tells Dylan from the window to read page 36. Dylan tricks Mackenzie B into reading page 36, which brings her toys to life, and then the toys attack everyone, creating a distraction. Dylan grabs the book and Golan returns to Gakruel. Dylan mopes away sadly. In Gakruel, Golan goes to see Krung, only to find he's taken over and everyone is mocking him. There's even Golan Sucks t-shirts. Krung sees Golan and orders him to be executed. Golan runs back to the portal to Earth before it closes. Golan rampages through Oak Grove and Dylan goes to comfort him. She mistakes a fire truck and a crowd of people for an angry mob and attacks them. She steals the truck but can't figure out how to stop it, and Golan rescues her. Golan decides to make Dylan his acolyte and moves into her house. I love this rebooted second season premiere, though it's odd how much was altered. Most shows that get a reboot of this kind only get, like, cosmetic changes, character design adjustments, and the like. This feels like a completely different take from the ADHD shorts. Dylan is slightly redesigned, less pale skin, a touch taller, and with sharper makeup drips under her eyes. Golan is mostly unchanged, only receiving a few minor tweaks to his look. Everyone else looks about the same. Voices have been switched up a bit. Dylan, Golan, the mayor, and Mackenzie B all have new voices, some very notable actors. The mayor is now voiced by John DiMaggio, the voice of Bender from Futurama. DiMaggio also does the voice of Krung. Mackenzie B is now voiced by Tara Strong, who's held many iconic roles, including Twilight Sparkle of My Little Pony, Dill Pickles of Rugrats, Bubbles of Powerpuff Girls, Raven in various incarnations of the Teen Titans, Batgirl in many DC productions, and the list could continue on and on. The animation has gotten a noticeable upgrade. Movements are incredibly expressive, facial expressions are extreme at times. Definitely the best change from the shorts to the series. Alexis, in particular, must have been a favorite of the animators. She gets the most extreme faces and movements. Longer episodes also means more time for jokes, and this premiere is packed, from the very beginning right up till the end. The biggest change is Richard's absence. He only appears as a photo in the background. The implication is that he died, which will be confirmed in a later episode. Carol not being married allows for a greater emphasis on her and Golan's crushes on each other. All around, this is a great episode, on par with the best of the ADHD shorts. I highly recommend watching this Season 2 premiere, pilot, reboot, whatever you call this thing. Golan the Insatiable's an awesome show. It deserved to last longer. It's too bad it's never received a revival, although I guess this Season 2 is kind of like a revival from the initial shorts. So, yeah, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.